pharmacy, and you can always email me directly. Let me tell you a little bit about what we got. We got hemp seeds, we got hemp coffee, we've got 2 kinds of protein. All of our products are sustainably grown and locally grown. We also have products that are strategically designed for zombie apocalypse, so they can store for months and even years. And they're $15 each or 3 for 40, so good value. Feel free to contact me to stock up if that's something you're interested in. We also have some other exciting products. Hemp hydrosol, it's a digestive tonic, super cool, one of our most powerful products. It's available at 2 pharmacy, 35 or 60 for the big one. And our zombie apocalypse COVID-9/11 friendly product we've just created, Silver Hemp. It's a surface and hand cleaner designed specifically for when you go out in public to keep you COVID free. Sending you love and namaste. Hey guys, Luke here. Just wanted to share with you a little bit about myself, things I get up to when I'm not in the studio. I'm a hemp farmer going into my 3rd year. We started the new Paradigm Hempery in the Water Valley area 2 years ago. So if you're ever looking to get out of the city or out of town onto the land, assuming we can do volunteering and touch each other and see each other, send me an email, let me know. Spring is not far away. We're gearing up for our 3rd season at the Hempery. We take our hemp stuff and we've created with my partner and I Fifth Meridian Hemp. You can find our products online. You can find most of our products at 2 Pharmacy, and you can always email me directly. Let me tell you a little bit about what we got. We got hemp seeds, we got hemp coffee, we've got 2 kinds of protein. All of our products are sustainably grown and locally grown. We also have products that are strategically designed for zombie apocalypse, so they can store for months and even years. And they're $15 each or 3 for 40, so good value. Feel free to contact me to stock up if that's something you're interested in. We also have some other exciting products. Hemp hydrosol, it's a digestive tonic, super cool, one of our most powerful products. It's available at 2 pharmacy, 35 or 60 for the big one. And our zombie apocalypse COVID-9/11 friendly product we've just created, Silver Hemp. It's a surface and hand cleaner designed specifically for when you go out in public to keep you COVID free. Sending you love and namaste. Hey guys, Luke here. Just wanted to share with you a little bit about myself, things I get up to when I'm not in the studio. I'm a hemp farmer going into my 3rd year. We started the new Paradigm Hempery in the Water Valley area 2 years ago. So if you're ever looking to get out of the city or out of town onto the land, assuming we can do volunteering and touch each other and see each other, send me an email, let me know. Spring is not far away. We're gearing up for our 3rd season at the Hempery. We take our hemp stuff and we've created with my partner and I Fifth Meridian Hemp. You can find our products online. You can find most of our products at 2 Pharmacy, and you can always email me directly. Let me tell you a little bit about what we got. We got hemp seeds, we got hemp coffee, we've got 2 kinds of protein. All of our products are sustainably grown and locally grown. We also have products that are strategically designed for zombie apocalypse, so they can store for months and even years. And they're $15 each or 3 for 40, so good value. Feel free to contact me to stock up if that's something you're interested in. We also have some other exciting products. Hemp hydrosol, it's a digestive tonic, super cool, one of our most powerful products. It's available at 2 Pharmacy, 35 or 60 for the big one. And our zombie apocalypse COVID-9/11 friendly product we've just created, Silver Hemp. It's a surface and hand cleaner designed specifically for when you go out in public to keep you COVID free. Sending you love and namaste. Hey guys, Luke here. Just wanted to share with you a little bit about myself, things I get up to when I'm not in the studio. I'm a hemp farmer going into my 3rd year. We started the new Paradigm Hempery in the Water Valley area 2 years ago. So if you're ever looking to get out of the city or out of town onto the land, assuming we can do volunteering and touch each other and see each other, send me an email. Let me know. Spring is not far away. We're gearing up for our third season at the Hempery. We take our hemp stuff and we've created with my partner and I Fifth Meridian Hemp. You can find our products online. You can find most of our products at 2 Pharmacy, and you can always email me directly. Let me tell you a little bit about what we got. We got hemp seeds, we got hemp coffee, we've got 2 kinds of protein. All of our products are sustainably grown and locally grown. We also have products that are strategically designed for zombie apocalypse, so they can store for months and even years. And they're $15 each or 3 for $40, so good value. Feel free to contact me to stock up if that's something you're interested in. We also have some other exciting products. Hemp Hydrosol, it's a digestive tonic, super cool, one of our most powerful products. It's available at 2 Pharmacy, 35 or 60 for the big one. And our zombie apocalypse COVID 9/11 friendly product we've just created, Silver Hemp. It's a surface and hand cleaner designed specifically for when you go out in public to keep you COVID free. Sending you love and namaste. Hey guys, Luke here. Just wanted to share with you a little bit about myself, things I get up to when I'm not in the studio. I'm a hemp farmer going into my third year. We started the new Paradigm Hempery in the Water Valley area 2 years ago. So if you're ever looking to get out of the city or out of town onto the land, assuming we can do volunteering and touch each other and see each other, send me an email. Let me know. Spring is not far away. We're gearing up for our third season at the Hempery. We take our hemp stuff and we've created with my partner and I Fifth Meridian Hemp. You can find our products online. You can find most of our products at 2 Pharmacy, and you can always email me directly. Let me tell you a little bit about what we got. We got hemp seeds, we got hemp coffee, we've got 2 kinds of protein. All of our products are sustainably grown and locally grown. We also have products that are strategically designed for zombie apocalypse, so they can store for months and even years. And they're $15 each or 3 for $40, so good value. Feel free to contact me to stock up if that's something you're interested in. We also have some other exciting products. Hemp Hydrosol, it's a digestive tonic, super cool, one of our most powerful products. It's available at 2 Pharmacy, 35 or 60 for the big one. And our zombie apocalypse COVID 9/11 friendly product we've just created, Silver Hemp. It's a surface and hand cleaner designed specifically for when you go out in public to keep you COVID free. Sending you love and namaste. Hey guys, Luke here. Just wanted to share. Welcome to this evening's yoga practice. We're going to be using blocks, so if you have some at home or your favorite props as well, grab those. Thank you for joining me. Trusting you've created a space and some time for yourself this evening. Whether you're joining me at 5:45 or 7:30, I acknowledge you. Thank you for your time today on the mat. And let's go start in a meditative space. We're going to start there for a few minutes. If there's any other preparations you need to do them and join us there. I'm going to take Sukhasana. Take child's pose or your version of Sukhasana. I like to use the half-size block for my Sukhasana. I'm not the loosest in the hips, and this gives me the extra inch I need to make my knees lower than my hips, which is the Sukhasana formula for sitting long like the Buddha. We're going to pretend we're sitting long like the Buddha, finding that much easy in our pose. Closing the eyes. and just allowing the awareness to fall wherever it does. Soften in the body. We come back to breath, which is always a reminder that spirit is moving through us. We're connected to the oneness. We are love. These are times where that's easy to forget. Join me for 3 big, long, deep breaths. Big inhale. Inviting release. 2 more, even bigger. Use the mouth, make noise. I'm not going to scream, but invite as much noise as you need to. 1 more, last one. And emptying fully. Inviting the breath just back to wherever it needs to go. Ideally an equal inhale, exhale through the nose. Our meditation for today is going to be acknowledging the dark and acknowledging the light. As we move through changing times, we often see a little bit more of both. We're often open more to truth, and the foundation in which we walk is often shaken a little bit. So just acknowledging the light and dark, and that everything is in between or something of the both, can sometimes bring ease into the situations we walk into. So let's start with the body, starting at the top of the crown. We're going to work our way downwards. And just let it trickle like water, just feeling through the body. How do the ears feel? Let it trickle down. How does the neck feel? The jaw, the shoulders. Acknowledging what feels good, what feels not so good. And just letting either be okay. Moving down the arms. How do the ribs feel? How does the chest feel? How do the organs feel? Let it go down the back. Just feeling your way all the way through the belly. Inviting any movement that needs to happen, just inviting that movement, that awareness to drop into the hips. Let it reach out through the legs, through the glutes, under the legs, above the legs, just feeling everything. How are the knees feeling? Coming into the thigh or the lower legs, the ankles. And as you get to the end of the feet, just inviting your awareness to come to the heart. Bringing into the mind's eye something exciting, something of flow that has happened. What's a low gas price, no traffic, all the dots line up into a perfect line. What's happened to you in that nature recently? Bringing that into the mind's eye. Good. And let's send out 2 breaths filled with that feeling of flow, love, being on path. Inhaling to the heart. Sending it out to those who might need guidance. 1 more. Inhale. Inviting out that flow. Letting others reach into that ocean of flow. Let them find their spirit journey. Good. And here we go. Dipping our toe into the dark. If you don't know where to look, just open up a TV screen. Opening that crown chakra and just inviting in something bad that's happened, something that didn't happen that was supposed to happen, something zombie apocalypse, something whatever. And just invite that, the time you were angry, that low moment. Let's take it all the way down. Let it drop all the way down to the base of the root chakra. Just inviting cracks in the earth below you. Just let it be the worst it can be. Steeping in that for 2 more breaths. Maybe releasing some of that gunk on the exhale. Good, and coming back to the root chakra, keeping an angry face if that's what you have on your face right now. We're going to send out 2 breaths, just inviting all of our friends, all of the other humans, the animals, the plants, to be okay with a little darkness at this time. Inhaling to the root. Sending it out. Good, 1 more. And just letting darkness be okay as you exhale. And just share that with others. You can be mad, you can be angry, you can be upset. We want to move through that. We want to awaken through all of this. Bringing the hands to the heart. Close the meditation. Sit up taller. Tuck the chin in. Let that go. Return to present moment awareness. What's your intention for your practice tonight? Why are you here? Breathe that in as you inhale. Exhale. We're here for asana primarily. Send it out to the body. So move our awareness now from the meditation into the body. 1 more breath. Breathe in that intention. Exhale, let every cell tingle with it. We're going to start in good old all fours. And if you're in child's pose, transition by shaking the body and coming up into it. If you're in seated position, come onto the hands. I'm going to join you sideways. And as always, I'm going to join you for most of our moves tonight. Some of them I will not join you for. Listen more, watch less. I'm also not perfect, so I'm only doing my best, inviting you to do the same at home. On the toes or not, whatever you like. Let's take 2 or 3 breaths just to move. Organic, as they say. Before the synthetic world was this organic, natural world we're going back to in a way. Find that in the body. What needs to move? We start on all fours because everything can move from here. That's why it's my favorite. We're going to start with a big cat-cow before doing a little wrist work today. Big inhale as you open the front body. Stick the tail out. And as you exhale, draw everything up and in. The outer body gets longer. Let's do one more. Huge, massive breath. Lengthen the spine. Stick the tail away from the crown, reaching. Exhale. It's all the reverse. Good. We're going to walk the knees in so we can flip the hands around. And take them as wide as you want. Some people are more shoulder width. Some are a little bit narrower. I'm a bit narrower in my preference. Find all fingers rooted down, and then invite the closing of the eyes, and it's back to that feeling. Just move, maybe in circles, forward, back. We do lots of wrist work. The wrists are sensitive. We use the wrist lots in the spring for grappling things. And inviting, as you're ready, the movement to settle. Maybe even take the bum back an inch to invite a little more depth. And breathe with the wrists. One more breath here. And then we bring the bum forward. Walk the knees forward. Just takes the pressure off. Come up into high knees. Let's shake them off. Whatever you want. We can do this one. There's a name for it. I forget. We can do this one, which feels really good. Opening the fingers. The good old shake of the hands. And we're going for our trusty tripod here. So we come back to the strong tabletop. Set it up how you like it. Knees under the hips. And we push into 3 to take the right leg back. We're going to draw the navel up and in, and we reach up through the heart, out through the left arm. Let's do 2 big curls. Here we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Meet the knee under the heart. Reach out as you exhale, past the horizon. Full exhale. We're only doing 2. Back to the hand and the knee. Breath of cat-cow. This brings symmetry back. And as you know, our all 4 sequence is to open and wake up the body for more active poses later. Here we go, second side. And it's one at a time. You can move quicker if you have it a little quicker, but don't race. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. So we're opening the core and the back body more. Reach out through the toes or the heel, whatever you prefer. Get longer and tighter on the exhale. Wash it away. Move with the breath. Always guided by the breath, which may or may not be a little bit off of mine. That's totally fine. We're moving together today. Here we go, floating the knees, which starts with toes coming into contact. So what we're really doing here is opening the toes and bringing back our toe, awareness of our toe movement, which is nowhere near our fingers, but it should be. Pushing into the hands and bringing the tail up, we draw the knees in off the ground. And then we soften. Keep the shoulders down the back. Connect to your intention. Why are you here? Breathe that in. Drop the knees as you're ready. Tap that out. And really, we're opening those toes. It's not about the core. That's just the fun part on the side. Here we go, dog pose. So come onto the toes. Take your hands forward where you like them. And then we push into the hands. And this is a dancing dog. So dancing dog, the bum goes back a little further. The knees have a little more, and it's dancing. Close your eyes and dance in dog pose. Remembering to reach the heart for the toes. Open the toes. Lengthen the backs of the legs. Don't let the heart come forward too much. Stay in the fingers. One more breath. Dancing.
finding stillness. And then as you're ready, we move to the top of the mat. It's a big step, it's a hop, it's a couple small steps. It doesn't matter. Find your way there. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, find the heart. Here we go. 3 big swan dives. I'm wearing a more vibrant shirt today, so I got some feedback of being too black. So thank you for working with me in some fun colors. Finding your fun and letting it go with 3 big breaths. Here we go. Finding some fun on the exhale. So we're bringing the body into length, getting deeper. Inhale, reach up. We go down through the feet, so we have roots. We go up, out through the hands, so we connect to the celestial bodies. And exhale, we let it go. Make a smile, because it's all about having fun in the present moment. One more, biggest one. Reach up. Open that upper chest. Keep it expanded. And then folding to ragdoll. Close the eyes. Melt the heart. Soften down. And movement is your medicine. How wide do you like your feet? Take them that wide. How much shoulder movement do you like? Is it more of a side-to-side thing for you? How much bend do you like in the knees? We want to focus on opening the sides of the legs. The toes are now awake. The whole feet are awake. The shoulders are getting ready for a chaturanga coming up. And taking one more breath. We push through the 4 corners of the feet. There's 2 in the heel, 2 in the toes. And then we slowly, from that root, which is the chair pose, we come up. We find the top of the mat if we've strayed. And here we go, sun salutation. You know the sequence, and if you don't, here's your chance to learn it. Moving with the breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive and fold. Half lift, we come up with the heart, reaching the sit bones back. Exhale, we fold to plank. We step there, jump there, whatever's your fancy way of getting there. And you can also use the knees. We lower on the exhale. We find a back bend. Press the tops of the feet in for cobra, or all the way up for up dog, and then it's dog pose. Through the knees if you were using the knees, and straight up if you weren't. It's your practice. Build it at home as you move. Listen to the body. Finding the top of the mat, stepping maybe with the other leg, or floating, or jumping, or flopping, pushing through the feet coming up. Exhale to the heart. Good, now here we do super sun salutation. So we start with chair pose. I like more of a hip distance feet. What do you like? Here we go. We can inhale the arms up. I'm going to keep mine down, or keep them down and then sit into the chair. Try not to fold into the chair or stay up too high in the chair. Sit low, heart open, come lower, open. Next inhale, straighten. Keep flowing. Meet me a plank, folding. Half lift. And then from plank, we roll. I'm going to do left side first because it's easier to demo. We come onto the side of the foot. We don't seg the hip. We keep it up. We lengthen. And the arms in extension. It can go forward. You can do some fancy moves. Whatever you like. Stay in the shape. Don't let the bum up. Stay in the plank. Roll through the toes to the second side. Find a full breath and then finish the vinyasa. I'm going to meet you in dog pose. And remembering that we can always take child's pose, which I'm going to demo real quick. We'll meet you in dog pose, which is bum back, heart forward. This is our softer version if we want to skip a chaturanga or we want to skip a dog pose. Here we go, continuing to move from dog pose. Inhale, take the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. We find a long lunge. And if you're too short, just do what I just did. Heel toe it back. Come up as you're ready. Sit into the pelvis. Lengthen and straighten as you tuck the tail under. Arms can go up. And we open through the chest. It's always about warrior 3. And look, there's blocks there. If you ever need a modification, I'm going to show the modification for warrior 3. We come forward like this. Is our modification for warrior 3, and the rest of you can do warrior 3 regular. Modification, I'm focusing less on balance and more on lengthening the spine. And of course, my full version is floating the hands, which seems a little out of reach for my modification moment. Here we go. Inhale, stepping way back. Keep flowing. Exhale, coming back to the chaturanga. Maybe floating the leg. And all roads lead to dog pose. That's where the grounding breath, that's where the return to source happens. We keep flowing, present in the moment, connecting to spirit as we breathe. Exhale, finding the lunge, and whatever on the same side. You can also drop lunges if it's a tough day. But most of us have the long lunge, dropping the pelvis, straightening the back leg, finding a moment, and I'm again going to use my blocks to support my version. I'm straightening my standing leg, and in my modification, I'm trusting the blocks to bring the ground up to me. That's their job. I'm going to meet you back at dog pose. Inhale, step way back. Exhale, finding plank. Keep moving with the breath. Back bend. Open the heart. And then push. Come onto the toes, pushing into dog pose. Good. From here, we're going to walk the hands towards the feet. We're going to do some crow pose. I'm going to meet you there. So you're deep into the bend of the knee, setting up the hands, shoulder distance apart. There's a slight inner rotation. You can always skip this pose if it's not part of your practice today. And we bring the weight. And I draw everything into center. I engage my core. I find my balance. And then when it's time to come down, I'm wide enough that my heels are grounded, and I drop in. Close my eyes. Okay, we're going to do one more. I'm going to demo it from the side angle. So inhale, let's straighten out. I like to bring my feet in so my bum can stay high. Arms. This is an arm balance. So I put my trust and my strength into my arms. Knees in. And maybe I just get light in my toes. Maybe one toe comes off. Maybe both toes come off. Maybe they come together. And when we're done, low bum. Pressure between the hands. Open the heart. Bring the hands to the inner thighs. Close the eyes and move. What do you feel? So good. Take 2 more breaths. Good. And then inhale, let's straighten. Let's keep the legs wide, about as wide as the mat. Exhale, fold. Draw the belly in. Heart down. Lower. Bring the heart lower. Grab a toe. Maybe grab an ankle. Make a friend. Sit bones are reaching back. Up and back. Down the heart reaches. Melting down the thighs. Into the knees and beyond. Feeling the fold for one more breath. Good. I'm going to meet you at the top of the mat, but I'm going to cue you there. So let's bring the feet closer together. Ground the hands. Walk the hands back to the top of the mat. Find dog pose. Gazing to the hands. Stepping, jumping. Finding your way there. Join me in Tadasana. We're going to set up for eagle. So we'll start with arms. Legs are optional. Really good arms are the base of the pose. We're opening the shoulders on the inhale. We go out. Let's go left under right. And one move I saw the other day, which I thought was really cool, was eagle arms and tree legs. So if you want to play with that today, we're in a new world with new rules. We're mixing up tree and eagle. Opening the shoulders while finding the balance. If you're feeling wobbly, well, there's a wobbly moment. We do heel over heel. And if you feel attached to doing eagle legs, just twist up the legs as you would. 2 more breaths. Elbows up and away, fingers out of the face. Good. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we ground. Let's do a dive fold. Let's wash that away. Find symmetry. Let that all go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. And do a little shake, do a little dance, do whatever you need. Take a big breath. Get rid of that first side, and as you're ready, we roll back up to the start of Tadasana. And we start with the arms. Inhale them out. Right under left. And you saw what I was doing last time, or maybe you didn't. I was grabbing the thumb. But I like to grab the thumb. It's kind of an almost at the palms. It's a little bit easier. I can help focus bringing my hands out of my face more, which for me is important because I need to open my shoulders a bit. Find your leg or don't. Find your focal point always. And breathe. And focus on what you need. Find your balance. Bring the fingers out of your face. Elbows up and away. One more breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, ground. Let's wash away with a super sunny. So chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit down. We're going to twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist right. So I'm reaching with that left elbow over that right thigh, sitting even lower into a mono-leg chair that gives me strength, and I push the hands away. So I'm not slouching. I'm not keeping my bum up. I'm here, sitting up with my heart. Second side. Inhale, maybe straighten everything, especially if the legs are burning. Exhale, sit down. Or maybe you stayed sitting for a little more intensity. Keep flowing. Inhale, straighten everything. Exhale, dive and fold. I'm going to meet you at dog pose. Half lift. Keep moving with the breath. Close the eyes. You know the sequence. Exhale, fold. Find your plank. Step there. Jump there. Side plank. Remember long. Strong arms. Roll to the side. Move quickly. Feel the side plank. Roll through the toes. Don't stick the bum up. Go knee to knee as a modification. Finish the vinyasa once you've done both sides. Lower chaturanga. Elbows not out. Elbows in. Heart open. Tops of the feet as you back bend. Dog pose. Good. I'm going to meet you in the lunge. Inhale. Step way back with that left leg. Exhale. Coming forward into the lunge. We're going to stay low. So let's come forward with the left leg. Right hand grounds. We're looking to your left. But look past the left. Look up at the left arm. Always can drop a knee. And if the sky's too far, the sacrum, maybe the knee's up. Maybe it's the sky. Coming back to center. We're going to find warrior two. So once we come back to center, we drop the right heel. I'm a little off perpendicular, so I'm moving my foot to find my perpendicular, and I push into my feet to come up. My front leg tries to straighten. I say nope, and I drop in while drawing the right thigh back. Opening. And it's just the gaze that's over the front arm. It's not a trunk twist like warrior one. Good. I'll meet you back at dog pose. Leading with the right arm. Windmill to the top of the mat. Move with your breath. Lowering chaturanga. Back bend. Remember the tops of the feet. That's important. The heart's open. And dog pose. Good. Let's go second side. Inhale, right leg up, nice and high. Stepping through back to the lunge. And we always do both sides for balance. Here we go. Twisting to your right, reaching up with the right arm. And remembering, if the sky's too far, the sacrum. If the sacrum's too far, it's the heart where we take our hand with our twist. And we can always use the back knee for extra support. Here we go. Transitioning to warrior two. Untwisting. Dropping and finding perpendicular feet. And then pushing. And I come into that front knee. I trust the lunge. I draw the thigh back. I open through the pelvis. It should feel like tree pose. I open. Good. And I'm going to cue you to the top of the mat. I'll meet you there. Let the left arm lead. Here we go. Windmill back and through a chaturanga vinyasa. Lower on the exhale. Back bend on the inhale. Dog pose. Take just a quick breath there. And then finding the top of the mat, stepping there, jumping there, pushing into the feet, coming all the way up. Exhaling the hands to the heart. We're going to do a little block sequence. I'm going to face you, but find the top of the mat and do it from there. So we have our blocks. Not necessary, but strongly encouraged. We're going to step. Some of you know this sequence. We're going to step the left leg back, or the right leg back. So it's a half step. My weight is equal in both feet. It's not a massive step where I'm lunging. It's not a mini step. It's half. Hips are square. Here we go. Inhale, reach. And exhale. We take the bum back and we fold down with the belly up to the blocks, which are on either side. The blocks are not up here. This will cause lunging. We don't want this. We stay back. The bum's reaching back. It's an isolated hamstring stretch. Good. And from here, we're going to go into our half moon. So we take the left block about 24 inches in front. And see what's happened is my hips have come forward. I start to put weight into my wrist so I can take my foot up. And then I stack my hips, whoop, and I reach the heel forward as I reach the crown back, or vice versa. They're reaching away from each other, and I'm side stacking, and I'm breathing. And this can obviously be transitioned to no block. Let's come back to Warrior 3. And if you're going for the modification, you'd come back to the blocks. And if you don't have the modification, you wouldn't have the blocks. Good. For those of us not on the blocks, let's come back to the blocks. Take a breath of modification. Let that be your rest. And then walk the blocks into the left foot. I don't have the best standing splits, but you know what it is. It's standing in the split. So the right leg, you see it's reaching up. Take it up higher. And as I do that, I bring the heart down. The toe reaches for the heavens. The heart reaches down. And we don't keep the blocks forward because that creates some other pose like this, which is not what we're trying to do. We're folding down. I can even come behind the calf. And then when you're ready, bring that right leg back to where it started. Notice my weight's going back. Inhale, come up halfway. Let that all go. And exhale, just melt down. Back to the blocks, my friend in this pose. And then melt into that hamstring stretch. Good, we're going to play with the float switch. I haven't done one of those for a while. Let's see how it goes. Take your blocks out to the side. Let's come up. And if we're doing the float switch, we're coming into strong hands. And we're floating. Not very good float switch to the other side. And switching the legs. Right foot forward. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Here we go. So we're doing the same thing on the right side. The half step back. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Bum back, heart forward. The bum goes back. The heart comes forward, forward. And there are my good old blocks. BFF number 1 and number 2. That's a better half step for me. Melt into the stretch. In our Vinyasa flows, we take these brief moments to deepen poses by taking an extra breath or two. But primarily, we keep flowing. Here we go. It's half moon time. That right block, it can be on the side or it can be up here. This is how I'm working today. I still got some support from my right hand as I find my balance, and then I side stack. Today is a wobbly day, but I'm doing all the pieces one at a time. Crown away from heel. Side stacking the body. Lengthening the arms away from each other. No earrings. One more breath. Back to Warrior 3. So we drop that hip. I'm doing the modification today. So I find my block. If you're not doing the mod, just square off the hips. Ground through the foot. Long and strong. What's your favorite version? One more breath. And then we intensify the pose. We walk in and we melt down. It's a fold. Close to the foot should be the blocks. Down goes the heart. Up goes the left leg. And as you're ready, We come down, wash it away with a half lift, and then melt back down. And notice I'm using the blocks. They bring the ground up for me so I can work more in the legs and less in the upper body. Good, and we're going to wash that away with a big fold. So slowly rolling up, take the blocks aside, stepping to the top of the mat. And here we go. Let's wash it away with a big fold. Find your favorite feet. Toes together, hip distance, a little wider, whatever you like. Exhale. And it's not a hangout. It's not a break. It's active breaths to deepen the work you just did on all the legs. The legs are prime for deepening after that sequence. That's what we're doing here. Bring your heart closer to your toes than usual. Sit bones further back. Surrender more. Let every breath take you deeper. Good. Slowly rolling up. And you're likely at the top of your mat, grounding into the left foot. Let's take a huge step with the right. Going for the wide-legged version. Here we go. And it's kind of medium wide. That feels like medium wide for me. Here we go. Find your medium wide as you inhale. Belly in. All the forward fold rules apply, except for your options have just been multiplied by like 100. So many options. You can reach through with the hands. You can reach down with the hands. If you're really bendy, you can rub your crown on the thing. Do whatever you want. Grab an ankle, grab a knee, whatever you want. Interlace the hands behind the back. Just dangle. Hands to the waist. We're going to roll up. Push through the feet, down with the hands. Up with the heart and the head. We're going to find Trikonasana, which is really nice for medium wide. So if you're a little extra wide or not so wide, find medium wide. I'm going to do my best to demo medium wide. Medium means something different to everybody. I'm drawing my right hip back, straightens out my left leg. I lengthen through the spine and reach it out through my left arm on an inhale, and then I side fold. And I feel that point where my body says I can't side fold anymore and wants to start sticking the bum out. Once I get to that point, I stop. I reach my arms away from each other. I surrender to the triangle. And I breathe. I find opening in the pose as I draw my hip open and up, as I stack my lungs. One more breath. And here we go, second side. So I come up and I shift the weight into my left foot. It takes my hip. And boom, I switch my feet and I have a triangle the other way. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side fold. Not bum sticking out. Not coming into this pose. Keeping that left hip away, long through the side ribs. Side stacked, breathing, balancing, strengthening the legs, opening. And here we go. Our favorite inversion for 12 breaths. If you don't have a favorite inversion and that's not part of your practice, your favorite wide-legged forward fold for 12 breaths. Bring the feet in. Inhale, reach. And my more advanced forward folders, keep the legs wide as you come down and go straight into a tripod headstand or a headstand, or even some of those of you who are into awesomeness can go straight into handstands. I'm going to do a quick demo of where to start that path, which is the tripod headstand from the knees. And I like to demo this because it's the gateway. This is your first taste of inversion. I have to move my little thing for safety. Triangle with the hands and the crown. That's step one. That might be where you stop. Or walk the toes in so the bum goes up. Notice me readjusting. I'm finding my foundation, which is a triangle. And then I come up. I find my balance. And I draw in. And I can start here. So I'm going to join my wide-legged friends. So do your dance. Do your wide-legged forward fold. And then if you're coming from wide legs, you would land like this. Join me back in the wide-legged forward fold, which is where I'm joining you back. Let's roll up together, coming back down to earth, my flying friends. And we roll up, heavy hands and feet, light heart and head. It's a long way. We were just upside down. Goddess pose. And we speak to everyone when we rephrase it as pose of divinity. It's just a wide-legged chair, so it's just another disguised chair pose, tricking you into thinking if we add some divinity to the title, it gets easier. That's not true. It asks for more. You got open. Story of your life, it's in here. Open that. Close your eyes. You're here to do something special, something unique to you, some journey for you alone, inviting you to step into that power. Closing the eyes. 2 more breaths. Find your goddess. You can move or not move. And on the inhale, open. Grow long. Go wide over the feet. And as you exhale, we're going to do some folding. It's super wide legs. I'm not even doing a good demo of it. There it is. And then the side-to-side lunge. Hands can support as much as you want. Maybe it's just a little tick-tock to the side. Or maybe it's that like, oh, get way in there, oh, kind of side lunge with some hand support. So what I'm finding is supporting me. What's working for you? Good. Doing one more bounce on each side. Joining me back at center as you're ready. I walked my feet in by putting a little weight in my hand, so now I'm just wide. Not super wide no more. A little more sustainable. And we're going to add a twist. I'm going to take my right hand to the middle. If you're feeling less bendy, another opportunity for your block to support you. And let's reach to our left. Not to the left, but through the left. And this is a deeper twist. This is a good example of where coming just to the sacrum might be a nice option. I'm going to explore that one today. And I'm opening my heart because I know that my next progression will be to reach up. Let's switch, but first a good half lift. So coming back to center, moving with the breath, half lift, be dramatic. It's kind of fun. I'm using the block, showing some good use of the prop, and I'm using my modification because it's not a super twisty day for Luke today. So we're going to go with the modification at the sacrum. And remember, if the sacrum is too far, some of our more advanced poses, we start here at the heart, focusing on opening that shoulder that eventually becomes the reaching and binding and all the cool things that come back after that, coming back to center. One more half lift just for fun. Good. Let's bring the hands down and bring the feet even closer together. So we're now back to where we started, that kind of medium wide, and then hands to the waist. Let's come all the way up. Good. And we're going to rinse that away with just a regular super sun salutation. I'm not going to come with you, but I'm going to walk you through it. And I'm going to speak you through it, inviting you to close your eyes, finding the top of the mat as you're ready. Find your feet. Sneak in a quick step of water if you have. One more breath. Here we go. I'm going to cue you. Close your eyes if you know the sequence well, and just feel into the sequence. Moving with the breath. Starting at Tadasana. Inhale, reach, grow long. Exhale, dive and fold. Fold deep. Inhale, half lift. Get long in the spine. Exhale, fold to plank. Get strong as you step or jump back. Lower on the exhale. Keep those elbows in tight. Back bend. Open the heart. Be long. And then dog pose. And I'm meeting you in dog pose. And we're going to drop the knees to all fours, starting with a cat-cow. And what we want to use one breath of cat-cow to just soften the spine. We're going to do a back bend, so we want to get soft in that lower core. Here we go, one big cat-cow breath. Stick your tail out and just invite it up and out. And then tuck it in. It's the reverse, and let that be the whole theme through the spine. It's the tuck. Good. I'm going to stay on my toes. My bendy friends at home, you can stay on the tops of your feet. I'll demo our options. We're going to do two. So we're doing a camel. Our base option, the heel of my hand is in my back. My fingers are into my bum. I'm drawing my chest open by drawing my elbows together. I push into my pelvis forward. I open my heart, and that's the end of time. For my more bendy friends, we're reaching for the feet. Maybe finding just one at a time, or maybe finding both. And if you're really feeling open in your back bends, bring the heel of the hand to the heel of your foot, and the fingers more by the toes, and dropping in deeper. One more breath. We're going to go back to the all fours. So I draw my bum back as I come out. I bring my heart forward, and I come back to all fours for a little bit of movement. It's just a shake off movement. So get into all fours and just shake it off. It's like, okay, that was back bend number one, not so bad. Here we go. Back bend number two. What are you going for? I'm going to do more of demoing than not grabbing your feet. Most of you can grab your feet. Walking the hands in. Maybe going to the feet, or even heel to heel. Or heel of the hand is in the back, fingers in the bum. Opening. And finding that pelvis reaching forward. Finding that heart expanding forward and inviting the gravity as you lean the elbows back. Opening through the front body. Two more breaths. Good. We bring the bum back. We bring the heart forward. We're going to actually follow the dancing child's pose. It is not the regular sleeping child's pose. This is the dancing version. So it's active, tops of the feet. You know child's pose, wide knees, bum way back. And it's dancing in the fact that it's moving. What do your shoulders need? What do your hips need? It's only one more breath, and we're going to get more and more active. Here we go, dog pose. So we find our hands. The weight comes forward into them. We reset up our feet and then push the bum back. Find your dog pose. We're going to get even more exciting. Dolphin pose. Two ways to get there. Straight onto the forearms, or I'll show the mod. Onto the knees, then onto the forearms, then off the knees. Okay? We do one more breath. And then we drop back to child's pose. So it's a little sequence. We're going to do it again. Short-lived will be our child's pose. But be present there. Take a breath. Oh, wow. How rested and relaxed that is. Keep that feeling as we move through the more intensive poses. Dog pose. Weight forward. I'm going to cue you. Weight into the toes. Bum back. Anchor it back. Melt that heart open through the chest. Here we go. Dolphin. Onto the forearms. If you got pincha, now's your time. Some people bring the hands together for dolphin. I'm more of a parallel hands. Maybe take the leg up. Push into the forearms. One more breath. And we're going to finish it with a vinyasa. I'm going to meet you in dolphin. It's our last one, so make it a gooder, okay? So we're in dolphin. We gaze to the hands, and we slide the heart and head forward into plank. I got to go a little wider. Make your adjustment. Here we go. Lower on the exhale. Last one. Back bend. Dog pose. We're going to do a little trick I learned from my Ashtanga friends. They're experts at this. We're going to come through all the way onto our bum into Navasana. So what we got to do is we got to spring forward. You can always walk and see if you can jump onto your bum into a seated pose. Here we go. We jump through and we bring the knees together, heels together. You know Navasana. Open the chest, come up, maybe even straighten the legs. We're just going to do 3 breaths. Nothing too exciting. And then we're going to reverse tabletop from here. So we widen the feet. We come onto the feet. We bring the weight into the bum, and then we transfer that to the hands or outwards. What's your preference? Push into all 4. Open the heart and look backwards. Don't look forwards. Look backwards. Open, push, open. 2 more breaths. And when it is time to come down, bring your bum so far back that the tail, as it were, is behind you. If you're uncertain, it's okay to give it a grab. Extend it behind you. I like to keep a little bend in the knee. What do you like? Inhale, reach long. Exhale, dive far. And here, I like to kind of shimmy my sit bones behind me a bit and melt my heart. Everyone has an edge of their forward fold. Find yours. Breathe there. Be vulnerable and strong at the same time. And now we have an option for reverse plank or tabletop. Pick your pose. Here we go, rolling up. Plank is straight legs, pushing up into flat, reaching the toes forward. Tabletop, I step in. This is the mod. You can also do the knee squeeze, which is awesome. You can cross the legs or do other moves, but not if you have a block squeezed. 2 more breaths. Open in the heart. And we bring the bum way, way far back again. Extra far back. Even more far back than last time. And we pull the flesh if we're uncertain. We're bringing the bottoms of the feet together. Tipping the pelvis. This is the key. Because if that's not happening, it's not going to be inviting to a deeper forward fold. Inhale, grow long. Exhale. I like to reach my nose for my toes. Hoping one day I'll actually get there. Maybe it's today. And if I don't quite get there, I find peace in that spot. I breathe and I expand, getting longer and reaching further. Lots of options with this pose. You can open the feet as a book. You can push the knees down. You can weave underneath. Find the version that serves you today. And we're rolling up. We're helping the knees to center. And we're going to slide forward. We are doing slightly shorter than hour classes at Alchemy these days. One of the parts I'm admitting for my sequences, which is good for my breathing on the microphone, is the core sequence. As we come onto the back body here, you can invite whatever core you need. You can even stop the video for a minute and do a little core of your favorite. I'm going to come straight into just listening to my body, which is going to start with a little happy baby. I also like to do a hug. And we're just grounding the shoulders and the back of the ribs into the ground, welcoming ourselves to the last stage of our practice, which is the back body, or the lying sequence as it's known. Good, let's bring the knees in for a hug. Once again, I invite you to connect to your intention for your practice today. Good, it is officially spring. It's no longer winter, which is quite exciting. Some of us thought it wasn't going to end. Dead fly pose. If you got anything in your body you're holding as a result of zombie apocalypse, that is to say the changes going on outside your door, now's your chance to shake them off and away. Here we go. Get a little silly. Not going to lie, one of my favorite poses. And really shake it off. Get it off the fingers, get it off the toes. And as you get rid of that which no longer serves you, invite the hands and feet down to the mat. A couple of windshield wipers will seal in some soft hip flexors. So what we did there, in addition to getting rid of stuff that doesn't serve us, is we soften the body for our back bend sequence. We are doing the short version today, so we're going to do just one, okay? So show me your fancy wheels at home. I'm going to show you a nice block squeeze because it's block squeezing kind of day for me. Bridge pose. Pick your pose, pick your version. We're going to do one long one. So I'm sliding in a little closer. See me bringing my shoulders down the back, pushing into the feet. Oh, the bum comes off. I'm squeezing the block, and even if you don't have a block at home, envision that same mono leg squeezing, drawing the pelvis up. I'm reaching the belly button up as if from a string coming. The heavens are pulling me up there via my belly button. Feel that. Those of you in a wheel, open through the upper chest more. Breathe. A couple more breaths if you can. Don't stop pushing through the legs. And when it's time to come down, make sure there's no blocks and hands and cats and coffee tables and children below your bum, and then let it down. And find the 3 or 4 breaths that you need. I like to just listen to my body. Today my body's saying, windshield wiper will do. What do you need? Do you need a few breaths? Do you need a big hug of the knees in? Little happy baby? Good. I'm going to do one more back body exercise before we melt into our Shavasana. We're not going to do a shoulder stand today. If you need a shoulder stand, now is your time to squeeze it in or squeeze it in after. Here we go. So I'm taking my right leg forward. Notice I'm not letting it hit the ground. I'm keeping it up. And I'm grabbing my left knee and pulling it in. I'm going to take 2 big breaths. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, I reach out through my heel and I squeeze my left knee in. It might even start to go towards my armpit. That's fine. One more. Good. Ready? Bring them both in. Give them a squeeze. I'm just going to squeeze that away. And then I switch. So I hang on to my right knee. I take my left leg forward. I'm also reaching out through my crown, being very long. That's what this is doing. This is making me a longer human. Here we go. Get taller for one more breath. Good. Now we're going to do 2 breaths with both. And let's focus on bringing the knees wider so they're coming more into your armpits while keeping the sacrum grounded. Less than a hug in, but do what feels best for you. Big inhale. Draw them in, keep the sacrum grounded. Long in the spine, sacrum away from crown. One more. Let's do one more actually. And then 3 breaths of whatever you need. My body's being like, I need another reverse windshield wiper. I'm going wide leg windshield wiper. What do you need? Take 2 more breaths of that. We're going into our final few poses. So before we go into Happy Baby and Shavasana, which is our closing few pieces, I want you to take any poses that you need. So if you need to squeeze in a shoulder stand, if you need to squeeze in some other kind of balance, some other fancy move, something we usually do that we didn't do today, squeeze that in and then meet me in Happy Baby. And here's when we start to soften. If you have a playlist going, which is super encouraged, this is when the playlist softens into that like super schmoofy, soft song. So meet me in Happy Baby. Happy Baby is the last movement. So it can come in all forms. There's all kind of shapes and sizes of Happy Baby. It's the one pose that no one can tell you you're doing right or wrong. You're doing it right if you're just doing it. That's why I like it, because it's the last movement. If you got some sillies left or you got something in your shoulder, now is your chance to get rid of all that. So we're ready for the final, which is actually the transition from the asana to the other forms of yoga, like the meditation stuff, the Shavasana. So once you're ready, meet me there. And I'm going to leave you there, but I'm going to join you for a few breaths because this is that yummy. How wide your legs go, doesn't matter. How wide the arms are, it doesn't matter. Always remembering you can do this on your belly. You can come on your side, especially if you're in the 2nd and 3rd trimester of being pregnant. What is your surrender looking pose? Child's pose is another option. Some people like to come back to Sukhasana so they don't fall asleep before they have to do their evening chores. Where are you at in your day? Close your eyes. Melt in. Hear that soft music that may or may not be there. Let the breath soften. If it can get softer, let it soften. And I'm going to leave you here as I always do. I'm going to take 2 breaths with you as the closure of our time together, reminding you that you're love and light, reminding you're the ones we've been waiting for, inviting you to step into your unique journey. Following the breath for 2 breaths. Thank you for joining me this evening. The light in me acknowledges, and from virtually, but not far away at all, acknowledges the divinity in you. Namaste. Hope to see you on the mat next week.